So one thing we see with people that have savior FE is they have a sensitivity to being called dumb or stupid.
Yeah.
Because like the ideas, the reasons, the logic is the vulnerable part.
Right.
Because they are spending a lot of time engaging in the value world, the feeling world. How are you doing? How are you doing? And therefore, they're not putting in the hours to kind of building up their own logical side. Like I noticed with you and Cody, like you'll call each other stupid and dumb all day long.
All day.
Like TE versus TE.
You idiot. You were being an idiot. Yeah, I was being an idiot. Yeah.
That, right? Yeah. And it's not personal because you guys are like looking at the spectrum of reasons, not taking it personal.
Yeah.
So it's something that we've noticed. Like people that have a sensitivity to being called dumb or stupid, that oftentimes is clustering around demon TI.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're over engaging in the emotion. So I have a couple clips here of Barbara from Shark Tank.
Very nice.
So very FE kind of lady. And you really see the coins very well.
Where does the drive come from?
Oh, the drive, well, it's a good question. Mostly I think it comes from being a lousy student. Because when you're a loser at school, which I certainly was, we had 10 kids, 7 of them were A students without opening a book, and 3 of us were dyslexic. So I think when you have a learning problem in school, in those days, you were labeled dumb, all right, and you didn't get any special help, and the kids all laughed at you. So I think definitely, without a doubt, my aggressiveness and my insistence on making something of myself and my competitiveness, and probably the whole bad shooting match that's not so healthy for you, is an attempt to make up for those days and to prove that I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm always striving because I can't forget that. It's so much a part of me.
This is like her driving force of these days back in school when she was labeled dumb, and that like really, really drives the demon TIs. And then also she kind of gives a little clip of like what it's like to actually have savior FE.
Okay.
Everybody out there thinks they're empathetic. Oh my God, you know.
I know.
But like if you actually do have savior FE, you know, it's the ability to constantly be in other people's emotions with the deficit of not having some for yourself.
Yeah.
You got to look for that coin.
Right.
Oh, I feel that way.
Does it give you empathy?
God, you are a smart interviewer. I should have mentioned that first. Once you're in the position of someone speaking down to you or making fun of you or any of that negative category as a child, you can never look down or talk down to anyone for the rest of your life. You can walk in anyone's shoes. You can feel the pain a mile away. I used to walk into my sales area of 80 brokers in a pit and walk right up to one broker, put my hand on her shoulder and say, "How are you doing today?" I could feel her from a mile away. She was having a problem. And that's empathy. I have empathy in spades. And boy, is that a useful card in life to be able to walk in the next guy's shoes. Yeah. In fact, sometimes I have a hard time remembering my own shoes. I'm so good at getting into those other shoes, you know.
That's it right there.
Okay, I was just going to say, so like I've heard people say that before where I put myself in other people's shoes. I do really care. You don't even know. I can feel other people's feelings. But then when she's like, yeah, but that's actually something that is, I do it so much.
Right.
I now have a deficit. That you have to be able to see the coins. Otherwise, you're just hearing somebody go, I care about other people.
I care about other people, and they're a total selfish ass, right?
Absolutely. And like I'll hear this from TEs all the time. Like I really, really care. I really want other people to be happy. So then I will go do things for them to be happy. Like I'm not genuinely actually feeling your feelings.
Right.
You know? I can see you being sad, but I'm like, here, let me fix something so that you feel better.
Right.
You know?
That is like what we see in savior extroverted decider. Whether it's TE or FE, no matter where it is, if it's savior, they're constantly in the other person's shoes. Now, if you're FE, you're going to be empathetic to what they're going through emotionally.
Yeah.
If it's TE, you're going through, okay, what are they going through as far as like trying to get stuff done? Like, oh, I see you're stuck here, you need this worked out. I'm in your shoes. I see that these things are in your way. This logic is in your way. But then I forget about myself.
It's just stuck. Yep.
But what gets an entrepreneur stuck? One thing, the major stuck point of every entrepreneur that has failed in business is the taking of a rejection or a hard bump personally, and internalizing it. Like, what did I do? Oh my gosh, I should have blah, 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 da, 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 da. This self-talk in the head that starts spinning you down. Most people think it's about the competition on the outside. I have not witnessed that. Everybody's got competition on the outside. What defeats people in business, absolutely, is the self-talk that's going on in the brain. And I know, because I suffered from that for the first 5 or 6 years in business, because what people do is when they're insecure, when they take a hard hit, they go back to their worst self. And the worst self I always went back to was me in school not being able to read and kids making fun of me. And so there I was in business with a big bully, like a Donald Trump or somebody else, bullying on me, and I'd sit there and go, oh my God, why am I here? I shouldn't have come. Oh my God, I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't have. What was I doing that for? I was still that little kid in the classroom losing confidence until I got this new tape in my head that goes very different. Oh yeah? Well, F you. I'll show you, you buddy boy. You just move the hell over from me. And like my tape kicks in. But I have found that with all my entrepreneurs. It's the self-talk that destroys, not the competition on the outside. If you could get over your own self-talk, you really could slay just about every dragon because it gets you pissing mad, gets you back up, and gets you fighting, and gets you to the door. That's it.
It's you versus somebody bullying you. That's like absolutely EJ. And it's interesting the way she words it is that she's afraid of doing the wrong thing.
Right.
Like it's a very
right.
putting blocks together wrong.
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
Very interesting.
And we see this classic story of people that have kind of like broken free of their demons, of their dragons, of their insecurity is kind of this reprogramming. It feels like too like we all got to go through it of like you have to kind of go back and grow up of like solve the past pains and insecurities and choose the newer identity like and how exactly you do that in your life with your circumstances like that is so hard for somebody on the outside to give you like, okay, I see you need this and this like but like how you do it, that's something that you got to figure out through time, but like to know what to do, like to watch successful person after successful person say, I used to be really insecure in these areas and these whatever their thing is, and then I've learned to reprogram myself and to be this new person. Like to know that that's what you got to do, how you do it is going to take some time to figure out.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've heard that.
No, we hear that all the time.
Right. This is like if you watch consistently successful people, they'll tell you again and again and again, go reprogram, go tell your story back differently because your scared child has to get resolved. Otherwise, you're bringing that child into the future with you, into every business deal like she's talking about.
It almost feels like you're kind of taking advantage of almost like a split personality disorder on purpose. Totally. Like, okay, my first person is my original stock scared idiot.
Yes.
I'm going to build this new character, like a split personality. I'm going to create this new hero that's fake, and I'm going to feel like I'm faking it the first couple of years. I know that's how it was for me. I created like this new character that felt fake, and then eventually over the years it became more normal, and I left the old insecure one behind. He's still there, but just kind of starving and dead in the corner with a stronger new character, you know?
It feels like parent-child, and so you have to go back to the child you that wants to be babied and be like, time to grow up. I can do this, time to grow up.
And it's like you'll hear a successful story, and it sounds like, you know, she's 70-something years old. So it
really?
sounds like, so it sounds like, it sounds like this happened really quick.
Oh, of course.
But like, that's what they leave out. Like,
by the way, that took me 10 years. You're
exactly.
Like, oh, let me just put that time block in there. And
we'll see people in their 20s and 30s like, this is hard. And it's like not going. And we're like, yeah, they don't tell you that takes about 10 years.
Right. Very true. Very true.
One last clip. I have proof. I have actual proof that she has FE. Again, if you laugh, you lose. You have FE if you smile or send emotions. FE.
Oh, I saw it. Sharing emotions.
The proof on the internet.
This is so easy.